Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature that's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, man, back again. Grand Rising to you beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put in the book like The Wealth Choice, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Book that I wrote, guys, Study of Black Wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, I recommend that you study wealthy people. You can find our book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. While you're there, you'll see a store where you can also find other black author books that you can choose to do business with. Help a black author out. Those books are specific to financial literacy, business development, and then also personal development. So you'll find stuff for kids and adults. You do have some kids' books. Introduce them to credit, introduce them to insurance, things like that. Show them how to do a business plan, start a business, all that stuff. And they're written by black folks. So go over to our store as well, support a black author, shop black, buy black, all that good stuff, and put some information into your children's capacity so they can grow with the wealth conscious, okay? We're going to continue our journey here today into the wealth choice. All right, everybody put in the console, I choose wealth. It's a choice that we must make, and we're going to be choosing that here today as we're going to be finishing up chapter 3 or 4 into the third law of wealth here today. That's what we're going to be working on. While you guys are connecting, let us know where you're connecting from, what city, what state, what country. Go ahead, hit the like and share button if you care. You are your brother's keeper, your sister's keeper. Tag them, all the good stuff. Hit the heart button if you're on Instagram. Hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. We're broadcasting into the World Wide Web, understanding that our presence is global, and love to know just how far our reach is here this morning for brothers and sisters who want to get up, want to fill their mind so that later their mind can fill their wallet. Let us know where you're connected from. Here as we are going to spend 30 minutes a day. Hopefully we can get it done in 30 minutes to keep broke and stupid away. What's going on with you, Miss Queen, my aunt over there at Instagram? Grand Rising to you, Queen. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Queen Alicia, Miss Williams in the house. Thanks so much for joining us. Miss Tabitha is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Shiro from Florida is back in the house, man. That's right, Brother Williams, man. Let's ride for it, choosing wealth. Miss Guthridge is in the house. Grand Rising to you. Thanks so much. Alabama's representing. Mr. Alfred's back. Miss Queen Drea Nicole is in the house. Brother Nicholas. But I must be doing something right. Nicholas showed up. Oh, I must be doing something right. That's what I'm talking about, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today. Miss Redmond is in the house. Oh, we got a Redmond. I must be really doing something right. Miss Redmond showed up out of Chicago. There must be something right. It must be Saturday. We ready to get it this morning. Grand Rising to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. I want to shout out our quick sponsors real quick, man. So thanks so much for allowing us to do this, to bring this to the people in honor of, I guess it's LeVar Burton, right, who had Reading Rainbow 1. This is Reading Rainbow 2.0. I'm just filling in for the brother in the spirit of LeVar Burton. Shout out to the Black Bazaar. Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, specializing in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also Black art-inspired gifts. You see that behind me? That came from the Black Bazaar. You can pick that thing up by going to the website, www.theblackbazaar.com, theblackbazaar.com. Blackberry Charisma, shout out to this queen and her business, right? BlackberryCharisma.com. She does handcrafted, unique, shirts and mugs and stuff like that. She is a creative. She is a designer, and she uses her creative skills to get you some dope stuff. Check out Blackberry Charisma at BlackberryCharisma.com. Hustler Books is in the house as well. Another author who's written a business book. And when you buy his book, he's going to also get you a business consultation to help you to start your business or to expand what you do. Check him out at hustlerbooks.com. And then last but not least, we couldn't be doing what we're doing if it wasn't for Big Sis. That's right, Big Sis. She takes care of all of our digital stuff. Helps us with the website, helps us with all of the graphics and the trailers and stuff like that. So we can be current. We can make sure that we're current in 2021. All right, so check her out at BigSisMediaGroup.com, BigSisMediaGroup.com. That's two black men-owned businesses, two black women-owned businesses. You have no excuse but to shop black. All right, China closed anyway, by the way. China closed, so go ahead and shop with your brother and sister. Spend some bread with your brother and sister so they can continue to build their enterprise and bring more businesses to our community that we own. More businesses to our community that we own. The Wealth Choice. Book written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro, Success Secrets of Black Millionaires. You can find this book by going to the website www.denniskimbro.com, www.denniskimbro.com. We're going to get into the third law of wealth, and we'll be finishing this chapter up here today. Toledo, Ohio is in the house. Flint, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Chicago, Lee's Summit, Missouri, I believe, is in the house. Fort Drum, New York. Thanks so much for joining us here today. I Choosing Wealth. So let's do a quick review. The first law that we learned from this phenomenal author is this, that wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. I'll repeat that again. Law number one, wealth begins in the mind and it ends in the purse. Law number two, the laws of wealth. The second law of wealth states this: we must decide now to not be poor. I'll repeat that again. Decide now that you will not be poor. So the first law simply says we're going to begin to fill our mind. We're going to begin to eat the good stuff. We're going to begin to listen to the right stuff. We're going to begin to hang around the right people. We're going to begin to build the wealth consciousness, grow it, develop it. Be ye renewed by the transforming of your mind. Everybody put in console transform. We're going to begin to transform our own mind. And the second principle simply says, once we do that, then we got a decision to make. Now that we know better, we must choose to do better. Now that you know better, it's still a choice. That's why wealth is a choice. You feed your mind, you build up your wealth consciousness, then you make a decision that you will not be poor, therefore you're going to be rich or you're going to be wealthy. And here's the third law that we're learning here today: faith. Then you must simply believe that you have the ability to do it. I've transformed my mind. I got the right mindset. I've made a decision not to be poor, therefore I'm going to be rich. And I believe that it's possible for me to have everything that I want here on this earthly plane. So let's pick up where we left off at yesterday. As we're going to be finishing up this chapter, hopefully today, 30 minutes a day to keep broke away. And we're going to be tackling a subsection called the law of control. Control. That's what, Janet Jackson? The law of control. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's read. If you asked a handful of men and women or women caught in the grips of a midlife crisis and barely making ends meet, while they fell short of capturing their fair share of the American dream, you might be shocked by their responses. With regard to reaching clear and delineated financial goals, some would offer that they never had a chance, that fortune eluded their appeal, or that they were held in check by circumstances, or they lacked opportunities, or they lacked contacts, or they lacked connections, or they lacked the proper schooling. Probably 9 out of 10 would sing the sad refrain or plead some similar excuse. Everybody put in console, stop making excuses. We don't live in a world of excuse anymore. Stop making excuses. Says you're going to be here, you didn't show up. Why not? Stop making excuses. Probably 9 out of 10 would sing the sad refrain or plead some similar excuse. Yet probability suggests that opportunity did visit these individuals more than once in their youth or adulthood, but they failed to see that wealth consisted of conducting their affairs in a prompt and professional manner. As young adults, they failed to view every errand or chore as a chance to display a work ethic that exhibited promptness or energy and professional behavior, or their lessons in school as the cornerstone to lifelong success. They did not conceive that during the demoralizing idle hours of leisure, yawning, and boredom that they wove into their fiber of their lives, others were seizing opportunities and improving the lives of their fellow man. They did not envision that their slipshod methods, their careless attire, and their negative attitude would hinder future success. As a rule, people who unlock the door of opportunity and make their mark in the world do so because they have found a way to elbow their way to the table. Throw some bows. Throw some bows. What others do and have done for them has no comparison to what they have done for themselves. Their child who has been brought up in luxury and not obliged to work, whose talents and skills were never called into question, rarely walks through the door labeled world's riches. All too often, the man or woman who is crowded out or even kicked out turns out while those who are pampered fail to come out. The habit of depending on the self, a determination to uncover interpersonal resources, develops strength as well as wealth. No, it is the opportunity, the chance, the luck, and influential friends that create abundance or prosperity. Wealth will always be found within the individual or will not be discovered at all. Let me say that again for the people in the back. No, it is not opportunity. It's not chance. It's not luck. It's not your influential friends that create the abundance or prosperity. Wealth will always be found within. Everybody put in console, look within. It will always be found within the individual, or it will not be discovered at all. The golden opportunity that so many seek is completely within your control, just as the Creator planned. A female respondent who launched a New York-based public relations agency views financial independence as a matter of self-sufficiency. Her early days in business were marked with the struggle and self-doubt. But now, as she puts it, I think I've got a handle on things. She represents a number of top-shelf clients and is highly sought after in her field. Still, wealth doesn't end here. There's an inner dimension involving spiritual growth, inner peace, and emotional stability. Prosperity goes beyond the dollar sign. She states, it encompasses the total package, harmony, comfort, and emotional well-being. I deal with a lot of people who society will label successful, those who have all the outward signs of material trappings. In a few cases, I wouldn't be so quick to agree. While chasing the brass ring, inner control of their lives has slipped through the very hands of those who we parade as models of success. There's only one success: spending your life in your own way. When we asked her for her formula for wealth, a 50-year-old plus female who goes to battle each day on Wall Street replied in rather traditional objective terms: continuous hard work, stubborn determination, faith, and a fierce desire for independence. How many of you guys woke up this morning and you have a fierce desire for independence? Is that all I asked? Sure, there are other factors, she replied, but wealth creation, for the most part, doesn't deviate or vary its requirements. These are the four main qualities that have served me well throughout my career. A highly successful Boston, Massachusetts-based entrepreneur struck the same note. She spoke meditatively about the sacrifice she had made in the process of launching her technology firm. My struggle to outrun poverty, oh Lord, my struggle to outrun poverty, oh Lord, my struggle to outrun poverty has done more to develop my character than anyone will ever know. Had I been born with a silver spoon in my mouth, there wouldn't have been no necessity for me to work, or no necessity for me to build, no necessity for me to dream, or no necessity to provide a much needed service. As soon as I decided to step outside of myself in closed cocoon, I immediately began to benefit from the scope and the breadth that wealth demands. I want to go back to this because my struggle to outrun poverty, which simply says that poverty was right behind her. And you know what she was saying? And she might everything try to creep every time broke tried to creep up on her, every time poverty tried to come around her, every time poor tried to just seep up into her life, she kept running. She kept running. And she looked back. She looked back at poverty. She looked back at broke. She looked back at poor, broke, busted, and disgusted. And you know what she said? I think this is what she said. I think she said, "Catch me if you can." I got turbo jets on these feet right here. You don't know the kind of Nikes that I wear. Catch me if you can. Because I'm gonna outrun poverty. Woo! Had I been born with a silver spoon in my mouth, there wouldn't have been no necessity for me to work, no necessity for me to build, no necessity for me to dream, or to provide a much needed service. As soon as I decided to step outside of my self-enclosed cocoon, I immediately began to benefit from the scope and breadth that wealth demands. And my story applies to my peers as well. Had the bulk of millionaires been born wealthy, we would still be in the dark ages. Our vast resources would be untapped and our cities underdeveloped. As human beings, we are wired to make our greatest effort and perform at our best while struggling to attain the desires of our heart. Although financial independence has not come easy, this self-made woman now clearly seems to be in charge of the direction of her affairs. Isn't it strange that so many of our children, born and bred in the midst of luxury, who have always leaned on others, who have been obliged to elbow their way to the table, and who have been coddled and fitted with crutches from infancy, void of the strongest possible motive for the development of their power, rarely develop in any aspect of life, whether financial or otherwise? Then consider how many immigrants, young, old, male, female, and nearly all poor, come to this country uneducated, ignorant of the language, friendless and penniless, and yet have risen to positions of distinction and wealth, putting to shame millions of native-born children who possess every advantage of wealth, education, and opportunity, but have never been heard from. As a college professor, I see the scenario all day long. Consider one young man who arrived on these shores at a short time ago on the lowest rung of the economic ladder, but has already risen to a position of importance wholly unaided. He is a fine example of a self-educated, self-trained, and self-disciplined individual. He has brought out his latent qualities and strengthened his weaker traits. He has pruned out his thoughts and habits, those words and images that would embarrass his culture and hinder his progress. He has gained such momentum that there seems to be no limit as to what he is likely to become. He is an inspiring example of the possibilities in this country, one that explodes all excuses and all myths and all of poor children who believe they have little to no chance of advancing in this world. When asked for his thoughts, George Fraser, CEO of the Cleveland, Ohio-based Success Guide, a networking journal, took a page from the behavioral psychologist Abraham Maslow, who coined the phrase internal locus of control. Fraser says, the happiest and most contented people are those in pursuit of their dreams or ideas. The happiest and most contented people are those in pursuit of their dreams or their ideals. When you woke up this morning, did you wake up with your dream or did you forget your dream? See, sometimes you had a dream at night, you wake up, you're like, what was I dreaming about? But there's a dream that just keeps recurring. There's this dream that keeps popping up. There's this dream that God wants to make sure you don't forget. He keeps reminding you of what you should be doing. He keeps reminding you of of the ark that you're supposed to build. He keeps reminding you of the people that you're supposed to impact. It's the never-ending dream. It's the reminder that comes from God. And it's like, are you pursuing that? Your dreams and ideals. How would I define wealth or prosperity? I'm doing what I want to do It's not monetary. It's not work. It's all of the above. Prosperity isn't measured in numbers or fame or money. It's not a line drawn somewhere just above the $1 million mark. Prosperity involves choosing your own destiny and living out your potential in your own way. Fraser discovered this definition and its meaning firsthand once he left an $85,000 a year post with the United Way nearly 20 years ago to chase brighter rainbows. Faith and self-help have built nearly all the grand fortunes in Black America. Education, capital, and context may indeed awaken and arouse you and perhaps uncover hidden dangers along the way, but these qualities cannot move you a single step on the road to wealth and prosperity. It's your own legs that must perform this task. Everybody put in the console, walk. What would it be like to have everyone else around you, everyone that's around you in your space right now, and for them to get filthy rich and you watching them because you're not walking? I had a conversation with a brother the other day, and I said to him, we started out the same place. We sat in the same office. You was right behind me. I used to share with you where I was going, and you used to root me on, and I used to figure out where you was going. I used to root you on. We were both rooting each other on because we did not want to be where we were at that time. We had bigger fish to fry. We had places to go. Lo and behold, 10 years later, I'm looking back. I'm still in contact with the brother. I'm like, what happened? Where you at? Why'd you stop walking? We had places to go. Life starts to, the issues of life is what they call it. The issues that you allow to squeeze out your dreams and your ambition and your desire. Life. The people that you hang around, the conversations that you have, the television that you watch, the radio that you listen to. Life. That's why I just went through the whole process of doing the purge. I had to get rid of all the people who wasn't walking. Because they, to me, represent anchors in my life. And it's time for me to fly away. Fly away. I'm telling you, one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was simply to walk away. My mentor, Jim Rohn, says this, man. Walk away from the 95%. The 95% who won't do, who can do but won't do, who talk but don't walk. Walk away. You can come back for them. Don't let them hold you back from getting wherever it is that God has for you. Walk away and join the 5%. Join the movers and the shakers. Join the world changers. Join the game changers. Walk away from the broke, busted, disgusted, complaining all day long, victim mentality. Walk away. Don't mean you don't love them. You got places to go, people to see, things to do. They rather sit on the couch and watch TV, reality TV all day versus go outside and walk into their own reality and make their dreams their reality. See, my dreams became my television. I start seeing myself in places. I start seeing myself on the yacht. I start seeing myself on the island. I start seeing myself drinking the Mai Tai. I start putting myself in my own dreams, and I make my dreams become a reality. Walk away. That tell you, oh no, don't do that real estate stuff. Oh no, don't do that Bitcoin stuff. Oh no, don't do that stock stuff. Walk away. Where was I at? It must be your own legs that perform this task. A moving picture of belief, trust, and patience that was that of Pharaoh Gray, who was buried in poverty and struggled with hardship for nearly 20 long years before capturing success and amassing his fortune. Many a man or woman facing a situation like his would have been depressed and daunted and demoralized, but not Gray. On the contrary, he embraced his challenges, learned the difficult lessons that his circumstances taught, and preserved in the face of the failure. How does a young man who grew up on the south side of Chicago end up shaking hands with the president of the United States? How does a person who once lived in a car with his family get invited to spend Christmas Eve at the White House? How does this young boy mingle with high-powered CEOs of Fortune 500 companies and make it on the cover of Black Enterprise magazine at 16 years old? The story of Farrah Gray's genius has been told many times, and the lesson is always the same. It's a tale of how Black millionaires reach their lofty status through a combination of ability, opportunity, and a heavy dose of faith. It's your faith. It is your faith. If your faith is of the right sort, it will sharpen your faculties and quicken your energy and heighten your self-esteem and strengthen your character and provide clarity and meaning to your goals. Born in 1984 to a single mother and the youngest of 5 children, Gray grew up in the projects of Chicago, dreaming of a day his entrepreneurial wings would take flight. That day didn't take that long. Precocious and easily bored at the age of 6, he began pursuing his pot of gold by peddling door-to-door homemade body lotions and his own hand-painted rocks as bookends and paperweights. Gray was hooked when he earned his first dime. 1 year later, he decided to forecast his future by printing business cards that read 21st Century CEO. By age 8, hoping to create an entrepreneurial explosion, Gray launched the Urban Neighborhood Enterprise Economic Club on Chicago's South Side. It became the forerunner of the flagship organization he opened on Wall Street at the ripe age of 15, the youngest ever to do so. As a child, Gray constantly questioned adults. He vowed not to be in the same position as his mother, working life crazy from job to job with little to show for it. While his mother couldn't give him much in the way of material possessions, she did give her son a strong faith and a deep sense of curiosity. He wanted to know everything about everything, his mother recalled. No subject was off base, especially money. Regardless of the topic, I explained as best as I could, and when I couldn't, I told him to go figure it out for himself. With no one to guide him but his mother and his faith, Gray became the perfect example of the self-made man. As to how I reached my financial goals, Gray told me in a New Orleans audience, some people call it conscious, but I prefer to call it the voice of God. If you listen and obey it. If you listen and obey it. Everybody put in console, listen and obey. Now, this is very important before I get to this next step because there's some other stuff that says in the book. And it says that very clearly. If you will listen and obey, then you shall be blessed in the blank, 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 blank. And then it goes on to say, if you keep on reading, it says, but if you don't listen and hearken unto the voice, then you shall be cursed in blank, 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 blank. Y'all read that before, Deuteronomy? Yeah, so we always get to the blessed in the city, blessed in the field, but we don't get to the conditional part that says, no, you don't get all that until you listen and obey. But see, we don't want to talk about that when we go to church. That part that says, okay, I got the part to play in this thing. Okay, let me listen, and then let me do what he tells me to do. And then I'll be blessed in the city, blessed in the field. No wonder why so many people are in debt, by the way. Now, debt don't come with the blessing. Debt comes with the curse. But we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to have real conversations about the stuff that we've been reading and that we should apply to have all that the good Lord has for us, do we? Because he got a plan for us to prosper. His plan is to harm you, his plan is to prosper. But our problem is we have been disobedient children. Would you agree? I haven't listened and obeyed every time, all the time. I'm still working on it. Farrah said, if you listen and obey, then it will speak loud and clear and guide you with little obstruction. But if you turn a deaf ear or disobey, that voice will fade out little by little, leaving you in the dark. Your life depends on heeding that still small voice. Yeah, that's why they don't invite me to the church, by the way. See, I'll turn the whole church. I'll make the whole church rich. They won't invite me because I'm start talking about the stuff that we've been reading that we're not applying in a way that the preacher won't do it. Because I'm not there to get no money. I'm not there to get no tithe. I'm not there to get no love offering. I'm there to change lives. I'm there to lead people to the land flowing with milk and honey. The land of prosperity that's on the other side of the sea that you got to walk through as poverty is chasing you. Poverty Pharaoh right behind you. But guess what? We got our shoes on and we running. And catch me if you can. I sat in attendance at a gathering as Gray doled out in a constant stream advice and counsel as to how anyone could attain a 7-figure income. And here are 4 points from the phenom, Farrah Gray, 16 years old. Number 1, don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. Everybody put that in the comments below. Some of us, we might be on the brink right now. We woke up this morning. I don't know. You talked to your broke friend on the phone last night. They're like, man, probably be time to get at you on the teeter right now. He said, this is word for you right now. Don't give up on your dreams. Right? It might not have came when you want it, but it'll be right on time. Don't give up on my dreams. And they were given to me. That's a blessing. Don't you understand that your dream is a blessing? Whatever that is for you, don't give up on your dreams. Great ventures start with small ideas. Don't be afraid to experiment. Keep your eyes open, your mind working, and your body ready for work. There's no need to hit a home run your first time out, but you will never hit a home run if you don't learn to swing. I only made $9 on my first business, but it was probably the most important $9 I ever made. Wisdom from a 16-year-old or 21, however old he is now. Number 2, sacrifice is necessary for long-term success. Are you willing to sacrifice? Now, the interesting thing is the good book says that obedience is far better than sacrifice. So first we got to get the obedience part down. Listen, obey, be willing to sacrifice. You know what I sacrificed this morning? I sacrificed some old friends that weren't helping me get to where I wanted to be. That was my sacrifice. I'm sorry. I'll come back for you. Eventually you'll wake up, but I got places to go. I'm going to have to sacrifice this connection that I got to you. Because this connection, although I'm strong, you a little bit stronger pulling me back, and I got to keep forward because I'm running because poverty right behind me. You don't see poverty right there? I mean, that's broke right there. You don't see it? I don't know if you don't see it, but it's trying to catch me, and I still got to run. Sacrifice is necessary for long-term success. I've taken pride in celebrating my food stamps to finance journey. Some people don't like to talk about being poor. I don't mind it because it keeps me grounded. I'll never forget what it felt like to be an elite member of the have-nots. I understand weeping and I understand joy. Whatever I've achieved and is due in part to any number of sacrifices that I have rendered. Number 3, hard work and persistence pay off. Hard work and persistence pay off. You know how long I've been doing this? You know how long that one day that I decided, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know how this works. I got something to say. Let me just pick up my phone and just say it and put it out there. I ain't got the production. I ain't got the screen. I don't have all the stuff going on. It was a brother that had something to say. I just picked up my phone and I started talking. Right? And ever since then, I've been going at it each and every day for the past 6 years. Now you see a little bit more. I've leveled up a little bit. But I didn't stop. When the first time I went out, nobody was listening to me. I was talking to myself in my phone like it was a mirror. Nobody was listening to me. Who am I? Young buck from Decatur? I don't know nothing. Now the whole world listens to me. 6 years later, preaching the same message over and over and over and over and over again. Hard work and persistence pays off. The wealthy work harder and sleep less than the average men and women. But because they're passionate regarding their chosen field, are you even passionate? See, you can hear my passion. You can hear my passion. If I were to talk to you about whatever it is that you like to do, whatever your dream is, your ability, I should be able to hear your passion and I should be able to see your passion. There should be no question like, oh, that's a brother that loves to cut hair. Look how he does it. I mean, look at all the stuff he got. I mean, he be leaning them back in the chair. He makes sure they all comfortable and stuff. He be sizing them up. I mean, you could tell he's a man that loves to cut hair versus a man that's cutting hair just to get a paycheck. I mean, how many brothers out here, y'all see the difference? Y'all go in that barbershop, y'all be like, yeah, my brother, this is my little young buck here. I've been teaching him that crypto. You go into that barbershop, this first time in the barbershop, by the way. You know what I'm saying? You move to the area. What you doing? You looking to see who love to cut hair, because that's who you want to cut your hair. You ain't looking to see the person that's just there trying to get a paycheck. You say, nah, I'm gonna get tight. I'm gonna get my fade right. I'm gonna go with the best of the best that's in this place. You looking for the person that love to cut hair, and you paying attention. Okay, yeah, that cat over there, yeah, he don't know what he's doing. Okay, that one over there, he look all right. But this one here, this is the one I need to cut my hair. Oh, I'll wait. Matter of fact, you see him and you say, I'll wait. Okay, you got 3 people in front of me. Okay, put me on the tab. Let me go next door, give me something to eat, whatever case may be. I come back because this the brother that cares enough, that is invested in his own self, and I can tell that this the one that's gonna cut my hair right. He passionate about cutting hair, and I want to invest in a person that's passionate about it, because the person that's passionate about cutting hair, they're gonna end up having about 3 or 4 different barbershops in my community. You know what I'm saying? Helping other brothers and sisters to come up as well and employing them. We got all that. What's going on, big man culture, man? You're going to be on the Black Man Monday show pretty soon. I appreciate you, brother, man. Wealth choice. Woo! Okay. Hard work and persistence pays off. The wealthy work harder and sleep less than the average men and women. But because they're passionate regarding their chosen field, they're less likely to view their labor as a chore. In the annals of success, we see the same story. We're told that it is lesson after lesson with scholar, brick after brick with the mason, crop after crop with the farmer, painting after painting with the artist, and note after note with the musician that secures what so many desire. Never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer. And here's the 4th point from Farrah Gray, the phenom. Says this: in the words of my grandmother, qualify to justify. Qualify to justify. Give others a reason to support you. Prove yourself worthy. The best reasons are honesty, integrity, respect, and a strong work ethic. You know what I mean? People are out there begging for support, but they haven't given not one iota of a reason for them to get support. Let me read it. Give others a reason to support you. Right now, I want you to think about whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're growing, whatever the dream is, whatever the goal is, whatever the aspiration. In the comments below, I want you to answer this question. What are you going to do today to give someone else a reason to support you? To give someone else a reason to invest in you? To give someone else a reason to put their money on your dream? What are you going to do today? Not tomorrow, not next week. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. You got to figure it out today. You got to figure it out right now. What are you going to do to prove yourself worthy? Now, the good book says, study and show yourself approved. Same principle. What are you going to do today to show and prove? Give them a reason to support you. See, you want the money, you want the investment, you want the help, you want the support, but have you given people a reason to do it? See, let me put it another way for Farrah. I like to use this word compel. Compel. You know what? I put so much content out. I'm in y'all face every time you open up. I'm in your face. Every time you get on Instagram, every time you get on Facebook, I'm in your face. I am putting so much good content out. I'm compelling you. I'm giving you plenty of reasons. If you didn't see it the first time, here go another one for you. You didn't see it that time? Okay, let me give you something else. Okay, you didn't like the way that was? Okay, I got something else coming right behind that as well. I'm giving you a reason. Am I lying or am I lying? What are you going to do, though? See, you need the capital, right? You need that backing. You on the verge. You right there. All you need just is somebody invest in me. I can really make this thing happen. Okay. Well, what are you doing? What reason are you giving? Not in your words, in your actions. See, talk is cheap. You can say it. Everything sounds good when you're talking about it. No, it's not about talk. It's about show. It's about show. What can I see in this person? It's not about your brand. It's not about your business. It's about what? It's about you. See, when people invest in a person that has this great idea, they're not investing in the business. They're investing in the person that's going to make the business shine. They're investing in the Jeff Bezos. They're investing into the Elon Musk. They're investing into the, what's his name? Fubu guy. They're investing in Damon John. They're investing into the person who's going to make the idea, who's going to execute the idea. Because if I don't believe in a person, the idea can be great, but everybody got good ideas. I mean, everybody got good ideas, but there's only a few who will execute those ideas. So what I look for is I'm looking for the person that executes. Matter of fact, ask yourself this in the comments below. If you were on the other side, if you were the person that had the money that other people were trying to get to, and you was looking to invest in a person, what's something that you're looking for in that individual? I'll tell you the first thing that I'm looking for. I'm gonna help y'all out today. Because I just found a sister who I'm like, I'm super excited about. The very first thing that I'm looking for when it comes to that, hey, you're gonna be my mentee, my understudy, I'm gonna help you out, I'm gonna pour all into you. The very first thing that I'm looking for, I'm gonna tell y'all this. The number one thing that I'm looking for in an individual is I call it the spirit of immediately. You hear something, you know you should do it, and then it's executed immediately. That's what I look for. That's the first thing. I want to know that if it's time for us to make a move, you ready to bust a move. It ain't going to be tomorrow. It ain't going to be next week. It ain't going to be next month. I do not invest in people like that. They waste time. Waste time. Jack Ma said this, poor people are always waiting. Always. They always got an excuse. Always got a reason. Something seems to always come up for the poor people. It's not, and they get their the realization of poor that comes from their mindset. They allow things to come up. Oh, I made an appointment, I couldn't make it for whatever reason. Something always comes up. Instead of them taking control of their day, they let their day take control of them. Somebody said, I'm looking for consistency. You show up. You here all the time. What's something you looking for? You on the other side. You got the money. You looking to invest in somebody. You're looking to invest in somebody's dream. You're looking to help a young buck or help a young sister come up. They got the idea, but you're looking for something in them that's going to say, you know what? Yeah, this the one right here. This the one that get the money. This the one that get the $1,000. This the one that get the scholarship. This the one that get the $5 million or whatever the case may be. This the one. Finally, one of the nation's top black contractors, someone who has built and controls real estate developments from New York to Phoenix, Arizona, offered a common sentiment. Whether it was delivering newspapers or working on a family farm or mowing lawns, black millionaires don't just fantasize about becoming wealthy. They exercise their faith and begin the slow march toward their future. The greatest task that anyone can perform, he shared, is to make the most out of the resources you've been given. This is wealth, and there is no other. Prosperity comes not from doing the impossible, but by doing the possible every day. Prosperity comes not from doing the impossible. It comes from doing the possible every day. Now, some people are going to take the day off, and they're going to take tomorrow off. You know what that does? That gives me 2 days in advance. That gives me 48 hours over them. They're taking the day off. Instead of working on their dreams, they worked hard enough all through the week. They're taking 2 days off. I'm 2 days ahead of them because I work every day. Something. I may not work all day, but I sow a seed every day. That seed could be what we're doing right now, reading. We only need to perform single acts of success each day in order to create a prosperous life. Let me read this again. This is wealth, and there is no other. This is from a millionaire. Prosperity comes not from doing the impossible. It comes by doing the possible every day. We only need to perform single acts of success each day in order to create a prosperous life. We only need to perform single acts each day in order to perform a prosperous life. We'll do this last section here. We're going to go a little bit over today, but it's Saturday. We got some time. The new rules of money. And then we'll be finishing up chapter 3. The new rules of money. And we're going through again the wealth choice. The Success Secrets of Black Millionaires, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbro. New rules of money. New Black Wall Street Book Club. Let's keep reading. How is wealth created and maintained by seemingly average men and women with few special skills or talents? What do the wealthy do on a consistent basis? What disciplines have they developed or followed that allow them to achieve their dreams? Over the course of my research, I've stood toe-to-toe with hundreds of Black millionaires, and I found this constant trait. They hold fast to an abiding faith. All too often, those who hunt for wealth and abundance never find it. For example, many of the most profitable gold and diamond mines were abandoned time and again before their hidden wealth was discovered by the more persevering and faithful prospectors. Dissatisfied with superficial drilling, these men and women ventured down into the very core of the earth until they found their treasure. As a result, they became enormously wealthy, while other miners who quit or who surrendered or wandered from claim to claim, never giving their time or energy to a single stake or exercising enough faith in their possibilities to dig deeper. Everybody put in console, dig deeper. To dig deeper, they died in poverty. Millions of down and out men and women held possibilities that would have made them leaders in the field of commerce and industry, masters in their chosen endeavor. Multitudes of employees could have become employers. Instead, they grow complacent while struggling in inferior positions, all because they lack the faith in their ability to move to the front of the line. The channels by which Black millionaires reach their financial goals are clear and straightforward. When your thoughts are clearly and confidently centered on a desired outcome, all that is good and all that is right will be drawn to you by your own thinking. This is the spiritual law of the universe that you will encounter as you hope to join the financial elite. While some might believe that suggesting that thought controls every aspect of your life is too simplistic, constantly check your habits as well as any self-limiting beliefs. Each of us is a living magnet, constantly attracting results and attracting people and attracting circumstances that are in accord with our own thoughts. Financially speaking, you are where you are because of your past deeds, your past actions, and your past thoughts. I believe you have been drawn to this book by the aforementioned mental laws. It could just be that the wealth choice is an idea whose time has come in your life. People never reach heights above their level of thought and belief. By controlling your thoughts, not only will you transform your own life and your financial condition, you will begin to impact the lives of those around you. As of this moment, you need only to step out on faith. After a decade of heartbreak and disappointment, setback and defeat, playwright and producer Tyler Perry may have said it best when he emphasized the third law of wealth. And this is the third law. Believe in yourself when no one else will. Believe in yourself when no one else will. Everybody put in the comments, so I believe in myself. I believe in myself. When asked how he rose from living in a car on the streets of New Orleans to becoming one of the highest paid filmmakers in Hollywood, he unapologetically leaned on his faith. In a nutshell, Perry said, nothing but the grace of God. You must never stop believing. And here is our lesson from chapter 3. Our millionaire lesson from chapter 3. It simply says this. When you make up your mind that you are done with poverty, that you have nothing more to do with it, that you are going to erase every trace of it from your appearance, your manner, your speech, your actions, your home, and your associates, that you are no longer going to tolerate poverty or put up with it, that you have charted a new direction, centered squarely on competence and independence, and that nothing on earth can turn you away from your goal. You will be amazed to discover a newfound power replete with confidence, reassurance, self-respect, and prosperity. Resolve within that wealth is your divine destiny. Everybody put in comments below, wealth is my divine destiny. Wealth, and I'm just gonna say it like this: wealth is my destination. I don't know where everybody else going. I know if y'all connected to me. I mean, if I'm gonna be billionaire, I got some of y'all gonna be millionaire because that's where we're going. I don't know where some people going that they didn't wake up, they still sleep right now. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding their hands to sleep, and so shall poverty come upon you like an armed man. But we up and we run in, and wealth is our destiny. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. Reading Rainbow 2.0 in honor of Mr. LeVar Burton. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you learned today. Your takeaway from today. A seed that was sown into your psyche, a seed that was sown into your heart, a seed that was sown into your soul that you're going to chew on and you're going to cultivate because you are in control. You're going to cultivate. I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time? And why? I don't do this just to do this. I do this to make a difference. And hopefully, we made not only a difference, hopefully today we made an impact in your life, an impact in your mind, an impact in your spirit. What impact have we made in your life today? Now, I know I talk much faster than you type, so while you guys are typing that out, this is your give back. Not asking you for money, I'm asking you for your words. Yeah, there's power in life, and life and death is in the power of the tongue. I'm asking for your words. Put that in the comments below. Shout out to our sponsor. You guys are typing that. Sponsors go by this. We do have, again, check out the Black Billionaires Club. Join the elite. Join those that's on the pathway to the financial elite right there. You want to go? Don't go by yourself. Go together. TheBlackBillionairesClub.com. You want to check out the Black Bazaar for stuff like this that's behind me, stuff like this that I got on. Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, also black art inspired gifts, theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. Check out Blackberry Charisma, right? For custom stuff, custom tees, all that good stuff that she does in this creative space. Black woman-owned company, blackberrycharisma.com at www.blackberrycharisma.com. Check out For the Hustler Books at hustlerbooks.com. Help you with to start that business, help you to expand that business. When you buy that book from that brother, he's going to give you a free consultation to help guide you along the way, and you get the book and you get the consultation. Man, that's a great thing. Hustlerbooks.com. And again, I could not be doing what I'm doing if it was not for Big Sis. Of course, you see the trailers, you see the commercials, you see the website and all that stuff. Well, guess who helped me with that? Big Sis Media. So if you need an upgrade in 2021, you still on analog, you still on dial-up, and you need to get digitized, check out BigSisMediaGroup.com. Every last business is a Black-owned business. And so support your brother, support your sister. That's how we're supposed to do it. Up in here, up in here. Let's get these last comments, and we roll up out of here on this super scintillating Saturday. This Queen Maya Ott over at Instagram said, man, the inspiration, some specific action steps. We appreciate you showing up, and so appreciate you showing up here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. I said the seed of today is to drive my thoughts to my destiny. Absolutely, man. We got a BBC member over there with those comments. Mr. Brother Urban said, man, you have to believe in yourself when no one else will, man. She wrote, man, I'm in control. Yeah, in control. Janet Jackson, I know that's right, man. Brother Amari says this, man, encourage me to continue to stay focused and keep going hard in the paint. That's what I'm talking about. Shanrika said mental elevation. I appreciate your sister. Glenda Tate Williams, and I must do something every day to justify my business. I must do something every day. This video reads said, man, wealth begins in the mind. You must know that it is your destiny. You must know that you deserve wealth. Absolutely, man. Loretta showing up, my good sister here. You provoke me to walk, take action to dream, believe, and take the risk required. Man, another user here said, today's impact, perform a single act of success each day in order to live the prosperous life. Miss J over at Instagram says this, you must believe in yourself at all times, because some days will be all you got. I know that's right, man. Shiro said, every single business is a black-owned business. We all we got, we all we need, and that's enough. Brother Alfred said, man, the road to success has no rest stops, right? Don't quit on your dreams. Let me give you those things again. Sacrifice is necessary for long-term success. Hard work and perseverance, they pay off, and give others a reason to support you. Give others a reason to support you. I want you to, guys, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that hit the like button, the share button, hit the heart button, hit the subscribe button, the follow button. And you just made you made the internet go crazy. Because we got crazy faith. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
New black. It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club. With your host, Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now, you ain't got to leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street Book Club.